And then when I was satisfied with what I was seeing from each group, then I took them back to their desks and I showed them a worksheet, and I said, I had the worksheet set up exactly like what we practice on the app. So it had the equation, and then it had group, short way, and repeated addition. And the reason I did that is because it's very easy in groups for stronger students to take over weaker students. And so the idea is I can assess groups to make sure they're on track. Now I want to assess them individually to see where they're at. Who in my group is struggling and who's moving forward. And what was great about it is I gave them the currency that once they were finished, they could go onto the matching times table app where they were clicking an equation and then again using the same mental math strategies to try and answer the question. And so if it said 3 times 4, they're clicking that button and then they're clicking the answer 12. So they're now practicing while I'm still helping the kids that are struggling in the room. I can give them some one-on-one time, but I'm not having to try and put out fires around the room of kids fooling around during free time. They're engaged. And so now, in other words, iPods help me differentiate instruction. I can easily challenge learners to, I have one student that can multiply up to 144, so he can go onto that app and play using the 12s times table, but another student that has finished the worksheet can just go and practice the 5 times tables while I go and help a struggling student. So once I've reached helping everyone in the room, seeing that they've handed in their work, I've gone around and helped some students that self-corrected some of their thinking. Some of them were on the right track with their thinking, but they had the wrong answer. So I was going around and helping them. And then once I saw that everybody was finished the individual worksheet, I gave a little extra time for the kids that took longer to go and join a group and play in the group with these kids on the other game, so that everybody again had that chance to say, okay, I finished my work, I worked well, I get a bit of free time. They think they're playing a game, but really I'm still teaching math. I'm just using an iPod and a game to reinforce what I just taught. At that point, because we've already reviewed group practice, we've done some individual work. At that point, I conclude the lesson by just simply saying, okay, can the leaders that came up to get the iPod to begin with, can you please now return the iPods to me? And then I send the groups to wash their hands again with soap and water, and then move them into the next activity, whatever that may be.